Hey everybody, my name's Tom, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Google Home Mini and Chromecast. I've yet to jump into the world of having a smart home, but I did figure it was time as I was able to pick this dual combo up at Walmart for about 20 bucks. We are here to show you what comes inside the Home Mini and Chromecast box, so let's just get this guy out of the way because inside the box are two individually packaged items. One's the Google Chromecast, the other was the Google Home Mini, and inside these guys, allow me to just... you will find one, the Google Chromecast, two, the Google Home Mini. So let's pull these guys out too. I'll show you what comes in each box, and then we'll actually jump into a little bit about the review. So we have the actual Chromecast itself, charging cable, product warranty information, and the Google Home Mini. We have a Let's Get Started pamphlet, as well as a micro USB and charging cable. Let's talk a little bit about what each item can do. Start with the Google Chromecast. So the Google Chromecast will make your TV smarter. Ultimately, it is a plug-and-play HDMI port connected to a Wi-Fi so you can stream. You can cast shows, movies, music through your TV. You can use apps like Netflix and YouTube, Spotify, Hulu, HBO Go. You can watch ESPN or use Google Play, and there's a ton of other settings that are also available on Chromecast. You can control it with your voice or your phone or laptop. The Google Chromecast itself runs about 2x2. The charging cable is just over 50 inches, so it is extremely long. That's the one thing with the Google Chromecast, as you do have to have it plugged in when it's being used. This is magnetic, so you are able to hook it to a TV, to a bar. Also, this is magnetized. Kind of keep it out of the way from the rest of your TV cables. Let's take a look at the Google Home Mini. So, being a smart device, this is a little aesthetically pleasing. I like it. It's not real cumbersome. You can turn on and off the voice controls right here, but there's not a lot else to it. It does take a USB. That's this guy right here. This is kind of nice looking too. I like that it's not a generic micro USB charger. Google Mini runs about 4 inches by 4 inches. This charger, just over 50 inches as well. So two really decently long sized charging cables for both of these items, which is kind of nice depending on your closest outlet, how you're going to run all the power to and from your TV. So really briefly, I just wanted to show you guys what's included in the boxes. I am going to use these right now, and we'll get back to this review with a little bit of my insight into is the what is it called? Is the Google Home Mini and Chromecast worth the money in 2019? So after unboxing and setting up the Google Home Mini and the Chromecast, I have some feedback. Don't bypass these if you guys pick them up. The instructions are super important and obviously are meant to help you in setting up. One of the first things that I ran into was when setting up the Chromecast, there's actually an admitted Wi-Fi signal. So if you set up your Chromecast, make sure you're connected to that specific Chromecast Wi-Fi. It'll make things a lot easier rather than you going in and out and being like, hey, this doesn't work. Read the Getting Started manual and that should help you. Secondly, when setting up the Google Home Mini, I ended up downloading the Google Assistant app, where that is obviously a helpful app when you have something like a Google Assistant to say, hey Google, add eggs to my shopping list.
Okay, I added eggs.
That's dope. You don't necessarily need that when first setting up your Google Home Mini. You're gonna need the Google Home app, and that's what this little card says. It says download the Google Home app. And lastly, getting to know your Google Home Mini pamphlet. It's nice because it has a bunch of on-paper prompts that the Google Home Mini will understand and recognize and respond to. It's one of those things that the more time and effort you put into both setting up and using the product, the more you can ultimately get out of it. I can see somebody using this item and really transitioning from an iOS operating system to something that's a little bit more seamless, like an Android operating system. Being able to set up things and be like, hey Google, remind me in an hour to edit this video. It's super nice to be able to jump into your phone app and then just see a list of to-do things for the day. Now there are some negatives that I've encountered. So I have Spotify Premium, and if I do something like, first, let me say, I actually ended up getting a whole nother set. So now I have 2 Google Home Minis and 2 Chromecasts in my house. The Chromecasts are nice because having a non-smart TV in the room where I do video game play, stream stuff, the Chromecast now allows me to send items directly to a screen to film, capture, play with, watch. It's kind of nice. I also have another TV upstairs in a bedroom that doesn't have a cable box, so we're now able to give friends, family passwords to stream or cast. What's that? It's called casting right to that TV. So it's kind of nice. And the Google Home Minis, I have 2. I have one here in my office and I have another one in my living room. But this is where the problem lies. I'll say something like, "Hey Google, play Coffee Hour with Tom DeCicco podcast."
Resuming Coffee Hour with Tom DeCicco. Coffee Hour with Tom DeCicco EP4. Got love on living room speaker.
And that's where the problem lies. I say something to this Google Home and it picks up in the Google Home in the living room, and that I don't want. I'd have to say something like, "Hey Google, play Coffee Hour with Tom DeCicco in the office speaker."
Sure. Resuming Coffee Hour with Tom DeCicco. Coffee Hour with Tom DeCicco EP4. Got love.
See, it doesn't work. This is the thing that bothers me. Google, stop. Stop! Beautiful. So now it's playing in 2 separate places. This is the issue, is I know you can set up a primary device, but the thing is, if you're speaking to one of the devices in a certain room, if you have a primary device set up, it constantly goes to that device. That's the issue with Spotify, Pandora, what I've noticed with casting on TVs. There's kind of an issue with that. The other issue is having a connected account like a Spotify. I've been listening to in the car when I drive, a Spotify premium playlist, and then I notice Gail, my wife, will come home or say something like, "Okay, Google, play a song," playing on living room speaker again. "Okay, Google, stop." So she'll do that, and it'll take away from the account that I'm using in the car. And that's one of those weird little things that I don't necessarily think has anything to do with Google, but it's one of those problems that I've encountered. So we do have to kind of play the who's going to use what game, not having 2 accounts. But with all that being said, I do want to tell you guys what I think of the Google Home and Google Chromecast. In 2019, I can't help but say, I feel like I missed the boat in 2017 and 2018. This is an incredible product. It makes my scheduling a little bit more seamless. It's totally interactive. It's fun to use, and it's super practical for the cost. One of my favorite functions that the Google Chromecast offers is the shopping list. I've enabled it so Gail can add something, I can add something, and we can both pull up a shopping list on our phones. It might seem a little silly, but it's one of those things that just make your life a little bit easier. And for the cost of that, to not share a document, but to have something literally just spoken and sent to your phone where there you can check it off, it just makes life that much easier. We've used the Home to set alarms while cooking. I've used it for business and scheduling calls for the following day, reminding me to make dinner. I've also used it to remind me to send out an invoice. It's just super nice to have the convenience of literally a personal assistant. I would say if you already have a smart TV or you're happy with your cable provider, your streaming services, a Google Chromecast isn't necessarily for you. I could honestly do without it, but it was a nice little pair in what was a $20 dual pack of Google products. So if you could go without getting a Chromecast, I don't think that there's anything super special about it right now. A lot of the apps that I use, one of which being YouTube, already has a streaming service to a smart TV. It kind of seems a little cumbersome to be able to have one extra thing plugged into your TV that you have to manage. Even though you can say things to the Google Home like, "Hey Google, play videos by Tom DeCicco on the living room TV."
I couldn't find the song.
It's not a song. Nope, I don't want to hear something similar. See that? Not for me. "Hey Google, stop." The music is still going. "Okay Google, stop." "Okay Google, stop playing music." "Okay Google, stop!" "Okay Google, pause." Jeez. That's a problem for me. But that is going to be it. I hope you guys got something out of this unboxing and review. Feel free to hit me up in the comments if you have any questions. If you guys want to help me with anything too, be like, hey, you need to download this app. It's awesome on the Google Home. Download this app for iPhone. You should really be switching to Android. This service is dope. Just let me know. I'd like to know in the comments what you guys think. If you have a Google Home, if you have a Google Chromecast, what ways could I be using it better? And if you aren't already, please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It helps me, as well as the thumbs up button, and leaving comments and sharing if you thought any information was helpful at all. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. There's going to be a couple other videos after this. I hope you watch those too, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Oh, guys, if you want to buy one of those Google Homes or a Chromecast, buy it from Amazon. My affiliate link is amazon.com/shop/TomDeCicco. There's a link in the description. You can buy anything on Amazon from that site too. So, thanks. Bye.